Watch out for the new vulnerabilities in SonicWall VPNs.
Hey Kim, sounds like you have details on a new SonicWall vulnerability.
Yes. Tuesday, it came out that there was a new vulnerability, SonicWall firewall with the VPN capabilities. Actually, it's the security appliance that many use for their VPN, for SSL VPNs. So what happened is that this particular vulnerability exists in a pre-authentication routine, right? So you don't need any authentication to reenact this vulnerability, even though there has not been a sign of exploitation just yet. But there were over one security researcher said that there were over 800,000 vulnerable hosts that were out there. And then another researcher came back and said, oh no, there were close to almost 500,000. But still, that's a large number of SSL VPNs out there for SonicWall that needed to be patched. So it said that it would allow for a denial of service as well in this vulnerability, as well remote code execution. But it would require more work for that to happen. And like I said, there were no signs of exploitation so far, but the researchers found the vulnerability and contacted SonicWall and let them know that, hey, you have this vulnerability out there, you need to patch this. And SonicWall responded quickly, issued a patch for their this vulnerable host, or these vulnerable hosts rather. I think this was a very good article because we all work from home currently. Many of us do, and so to secure our VPN connectivity, make sure that we have the correct encryption and that we're not vulnerable to attacks. This was a good article for this week to read, and to let everyone out there know that even though that you have a firewall in place, that it's that you need to make sure that you're patched, that everything is secure, and the code is secure, firmware is secure, and that it's not vulnerable to several CVEs out there. There's a CVE out there for this particular vulnerability, and as well, the patches are in this article for ThreatPost. The patches for Sonic OS 6.54 and earlier, and the different versions are out there if you want to go out there and read which ones to patch for your organization. Also, testing code, that SonicWall immediately went in to test their code after they were contacted by the security researchers in order to alleviate any further vulnerabilities in their software.
Yeah, this is a really interesting find there, Kim. Thanks for the details on it. I think the severity of yet another like internet-facing or public-facing device that's now vulnerable to remote code execution more concerningly, and denial of service as well. I think it's interesting that it's good that there's no exploitation happening in the wild for this yet. But as we see with the various big exploits or vulnerabilities that have come out this year for public-facing services like firewalls, I think it's inevitable at this point that someone's going to jump on it. And 2020, I think we're going to see the opportunistic attackers, while also the more advanced attackers as well taking advantage of that. So hopefully people move forward and get this patched if they're vulnerable to it. That's for sure.
Exactly, and with it being so many hundreds of thousand devices out there, that use SonicWall. Someone may have not seen this article or may not know, or we're hoping that SonicWall, contacts their vendors, or, the vendors that sell their product, or even the consumers or customers that use their products. So hopefully they're, making sure that they do, practice due diligence in letting them know to patch this software.
Absolutely.
Kim, thanks for the story. And first of all, I think it's being some sort of VPN involved and the vendor taking quick, immediate action. It's always good to hear that side. And my question is, you said there's a pre-authentication exploitation, right?
Right.
So that, is there some sort of brute forcing or maybe some sort of login credential scraping kind of involved? I guess in order to have this exploitation, they got to have some sort of credentials, right?
Right. They didn't need to know a particular username and password to even get in. And so that's what the article is saying, that it's at a pre-authentication level. So they could use anything to gain access. So it's, you don't have to be authenticated for this particular vulnerability to be exposed.
So again, the good internet hygiene actually holds true here in this case, right? Like having a good complex passwords and don't, share your passwords. I mean, that's what I want to bring it to the point. But thank you very much for this story.
Yeah, thanks, Kim.
Okay, thank you.